and welcome to Mike Nerichlo Online, sharing my love for people, wine, food, and all things made passionately. Alright, today's show, you can see the Movember saga continues. I'm interrupting with today's episode, the chili episodes I've been doing. The last few episodes I did on chili, we did some reds, we did some Carmenere, we did some Sauvignon Blanc. I'm going to carry on with a couple other red and white varieties to share with you from Chile in the next few episodes. But today we're talking a beautiful British Columbia winery, Blasted Church Vineyards. Located in Okanagan Falls, near Penticton, just on the edge of Skaha Lake. Really reputable area for growing grapes, making wine. Naramata Bench is right around the corner. A place that's put itself on the map quite well for what they're making. Now, Blasted Church Winery, I want to say by far the most animated label in British Columbia, but I'm going to say probably the most animated label in the world. At least the most well-done animated label in the world. There's some crazy ones out there that kind of hurt your eyes. This one's just super cool. They used to have cartoon characters. Recently they upgraded. They've got like claymation characters now on their bottles. Super neat, mimicking individuals and characters from the wine world. Makes sense. And Blasted Church. What does Blasted Church mean? I guess the historical significance of it. Back in the early 1900s, there was a group of individuals who needed to move a church. And it was an old building even at the time. And good luck disassembling an old building like that to relocate it. So they figured, how can we rattle this building a little bit loose, get the nails out and things like that? They figured, let's light off 4 small sticks of dynamite strategically placed in and around the building to rattle it, to get things loose so we can disassemble it. They did it, it worked, they moved the building, very successful project. Blasted Church, I think they're just kind of trying to embrace that, saying, hey, we think outside the box, we're ingenuitive, doing something different. You can tell right off the bat by their labels. So, let's taste some wine. This is their 2010 Gewürztraminer. Sells for 17 bucks a bottle. What I like about Blasted Church, they produce a fair amount of wine. You can find them almost anywhere, and their quality's been across the board usually quite consistent. Let's see how this one plays out. So what do we smell right away? Gewürztraminer is one of those grape varieties that tends to do quite well in the Okanagan. It's a fun variety. 2010 was a little bit of a funny, cooler vintage. It played with everybody in the Okanagan. They had to deal with some frost. It was a longer growing season, which actually reflects quite well on the nose here. It makes sense. You're not getting all those tropical fruit aromas, which you do with a warmer vintage. You're getting more of those, let's call them tart, refreshing, like apple aromas or almost orange peel, kind of citrusy aromas. One of the signature notes of Gewürztraminer is ginger. And that really comes through on the nose here too. Kind of that ginger root. Yeah, nice nose. Balanced nose. It's a pretty nice wine, actually. Like I said, you don't get so many of those tropical flavors. This one you get, I'm going to say, it's got a nice smoothness to it. Kind of like a honeydew melon meets like the tart crispness of almost a star fruit. Maybe, yeah, kind of a little bit of honey flavors, star fruit, little bit of kind of green apple or something tart in there. Yeah, tart orange peel, a little bit of that. It's got a nice kind of ginger flavor to it as well. This would go really well with, actually, I'd really like this with Thai food or something. I think it would work really nicely. It comes across bone dry Gewürztraminer. With really nice, clean, food-friendly acidity. Like that wine, 17 bucks. Put it on my wine rating system. I'm just going to call it, this is a good wine. It's good wine, decent price. A lot of people are going to like it. Very few people aren't going to like it. Enjoyable wine. Be good with your ethnic foods. Okay, next one from them. Their 2010 Pinot Gris. This one goes for 20 bucks a bottle. Looks like they got a choir and a preacher guiding them there or something. I like the animation on the bottles. It's a lot of fun. Now here's an idea for you people at Blasted Church. If you happen to be watching this, you should do some hire somebody and do some claymation animation on your website. It's probably something you've thought about. But do some claymation animation that maybe describes like your vintage or something like that. Do something that'd be fun. That'd be really cool. I'd be all over that. I'd love to go on your site and check out, hey, the 2010 Pinot Gris. I wonder what the story behind that wine is. And watch like a 3-minute claymation video of kind of a off-the-cuff story of what the vintage was like, but whatever. I get ideas, I'll just start flowing. Call me or something. Okay, 2010 Pinot Gris. A Pinot Gris from this area, Naramata Bench. These guys, Okanagan Falls, just a little bit south Naramata Bench. Great area for Pinot Gris. They tend to make it really well. Everybody in the area makes good Pinot Gris around there. It grows exceptionally well. It's definitely put its footprint in the area. And this one, on the nose, seems like no exception. You get the nice kind of tart apple aromas, green apple. A little bit of that sage characteristic the Okanagan, especially that area, gives off. A little bit of that earthiness. Something else I'm trying to pick up here. It's almost slightly floral. There's something slightly floral combining with that sage aroma that's quite interesting. I like that. Okay, on the palate. Up front, all the way through, this wine says acidity to me. This wine is going to rock it with your, there's a lot of good acidity in this wine. It's tart. It's balanced. Okay, the palate's telling me a lot more. It's giving me a more well-rounded story. It's savory. Yeah, savory with those, a little bit of sage notes in the finish, but a lot of sort of lemon meets tart, lemon meets tart green apple. That sums up this wine pretty good. It's got a very tart lemon finish. Like, I'm still tasting it, which I really like. Little bit of those earthy sage flavors. Fun wine, interesting wine. Diverse wine. It's going to work well with lots of different foods. Going to work really good with your soft cheeses. This would be exceptional with your chicken dishes, things like that. Heck, go to Save On Foods or what's near you. Pick up one of those oven roasted rotisserie rosemary chickens, a baguette, and have a bottle of this. It'll do you well. 20 bucks. Another good wine. Solid, good, approachable wine. Nice white wines. And their last wine I've got for you, we're going into the red realm. This is their Big Bang Theory. And you have to forgive me, I didn't go look up, I meant to, look up the blend in this bottle, but I'll have the blend for you in the written review below the label, or below the video. This one goes for 19 bucks a bottle. See, this one's more interesting. This is like the story of, well, the Big Bang Theory, what they had to do. They've got some workers, they got a priest on there, if you can see him wrapped around the bottle. They got their fuse box going all the way to church. Fuse box or detonator box, ready to blast it, see what they can do. Let's see what's going on here. Light colored red wine. I like that. I actually like seeing wines that are lighter in color. Means the wine's going to, well, typically means the wine's going to tell you more than just over-extracted fruit. On the nose on this one. Smells like approachable red wine. I get those berry flavors, almost like that cherry meets, kind of red and black cherry meets kind of red currants. Those kind of tart red fruit flavors. Or aromas. Maybe a hint of raspberry or something in there too. You can smell the oak on this wine. Yeah, it's definitely a fairly oaked wine. Okay. It's a very tart red wine. Also, good acidic backbone. This one, compared to the other two whites, is simpler, but I think this is kind of their all-around table wine. That's what they're marketing it as. This is their everybody, everyday kind of wine. It tastes like a fun, simple, approachable, not overly thought-provoking red wine, but it's a decent wine. It's a nice sipper. You get your oak profile, so you get a little bit of that kind of almost cedar box flavors. Yeah, cedar meets kind of red and black currants. A little bit of earthiness to it. Not overly deep, not overly complex. Nice tartness. This is going to work really good with food. This will cut through your soft cheeses, things like that as well. It's going to work good. It's going to be nice with a meat, nice with a burger, nice with a hot dog, nice with a bowl of macaroni and cheese. Doesn't really matter. Pretty good wine. Yeah. Pretty approachable all the way through. This one I'm going to call decent plus. I don't like it as much as the first two whites. I'll call it decent plus. good, well-rounded red for your everyday drinking. So that's Blasted Church from beautiful British Columbia. Fun labels, fun story. Winery that you can find almost anywhere, especially in the Lower Mainland here. I see them in like so many different stores. Seek them out. You won't have a hard time finding them. Thank you everybody so much for watching today. Please remember, wine, keep it deep pretentious-sized. And we'll see all of you on the next episode.